Okay, so this is called workfare. Okay, so workfare is peak at 1,000 to 1,200. Beyond that and below that, you get less workfare. It goes down until 0. I think it's peak at 2,000, you get nothing already. I'm not sure of the exact figure. You can go and check. 0 already. So you go down like that. Okay. So the workfare will help, but this group of people is most likely they will have very little in the CPF. To reach 88,000 in your CPF, you know how much must you get every month to have this amount? Okay, should too much of your fund lock up in housing? Okay, there are a couple of ways. This HDB have a few schemes that you can use. Okay, so that you can unlock the money in your HDB. Okay. Okay, so here it says that it's not really going to help the large population segment of those homemaker or those casual worker, freelancer, those people who don't have enough CPF, like taxi driver, all this. They don't have CPF. So they can't use this CPF retirement scheme.
That is exactly the situation. Those are actually self-employed. There is a scheme to actually encourage them to contribute. So whatever they contribute actually are exempted from tax and so on.
Okay.
That is exactly the thing. So you can actually contribute more.
Check what's the time. Okay. Because I don't have watch. Because when injured, phone presentation, cannot see. Okay, so here okay, how else you can do retirement planning in Singapore? Okay, so if you, especially when you don't have a lot of CPF, okay, so sometimes certain things for us we understand, we know, but to those people who don't have money, somehow they don't know. Some people just don't know. I don't understand. They just don't know how to find money, or they find that it's not worth the effort or the trouble. So when you don't have enough in your retirement, okay, or you don't trust the government, you don't think the CPF enough, whatever reason, okay, then you can diversify your retirement portfolio. Okay, here they talk about financial institution where you can buy those endowment fund and all these things. Today I was talking to this lawyer. He said endowment fund may not be a good choice because when you buy the first few years, you actually won't get any return. Then after that, your return will increase, will keep increasing. Because if you take the money and put the bank, you straight get the amount already in the bank. And then you take some out to buy some insurance, maybe accident insurance, which is cheaper. Endowment also don't cover diseases. So it's the same. You die, then you get your money. So it's slightly different, but you must plan very long. And you put the money in the bank, also you get interest. So there are different ways. So you put in the bank, your interest maybe 0.5%, sometimes you can go up to 1%, or you follow saying you buy share that give you dividend. So some shares like DBS Bank, OCBC Bank, roughly you get about 4% return. So that will be good enough. You buy and then you don't care. So I don't care whether the share go up or go up, don't care. Every year you get dividend. Then that will be a form of retirement, which is a bit higher than the bank. And buying share, you are hedged against inflation. Okay, share price can go up down lah, but more or less.
You know how much per share? You know, it's $24 for DBS.
No, it doesn't matter. OCBC $10 a share, but it is you get 4% of your amount.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You put 10,000.
Can
1 year,
clarify?
It is like that. Calculated already. There I calculated with my friend. He's expert. He buy and sell share in very big amount. 100 lots like that. So he already work out already all these things. So we work out all these things. It's about you cannot say exactly. But sometimes share price go up. And then sometimes the company give more dividend, sometimes less. But basically every year they give. Those companies that consistently give dividend, you go in. Okay, then you buy 4%. For example, they give 4%. So now you buy is like 10. OCBC is $10, 60
You mean
cents,
you get
70 cents.
4% out of the $24 that you invest?
No, OCBC is $10 per 10.60 per share, right? OCBC 10.60 per share. So you buy, let's say $11. You buy $11. 1 year later, you get 4% of this $11. So you buy one lot 11,000. 1 year later, they give every 6 months they give dividend. So 2%, 2%. So you get 4%. If the share go up, you make more. Share go down, you get less dividend, but it's more or less about there 4%. So you don't care. But the good thing about buying a share and putting it in the bank is that you are hedged against inflation. Because if inflation come in, the share will normally go up. Because the business run, the business is, it take money to make money and earn money. So it goes, that's your bank, your value will keep dropping. See, because government print money. That's why they call fiat money. They print money from the air. It's like motor car fiat, F-I-A-T. The US will print money.
The US
print money. Singapore also print money.
Singapore don't.
Singapore also print money. Where do you get your money?
No, it's actually based on the
based on
the growth,
the
economic growth.
No. They based on a few currency, and then they print. Not enough, they print. More than enough, they take back. So the whole world is doing like that.
The whole world, only the US can do that.
No, the whole world is doing that. Nobody pack the currency to go.
No, Malaysia can print money because the oil flowing.
No, the whole world is not taking the money to go. You cannot take the money.
No, what I'm trying to say that the economic growth is actually more than the amount that you print. That is okay.
No,
Otherwise,
correct. But basically, they follow the US depreciate the money. They also follow. So the whole world follow. Everybody follow. So they won't do sour. So who want to follow? You don't follow, you die. Suddenly the price go up, down. Your export will be affected. You see, nobody dare to work in your country.
But you remember? I think there was more than 5 years ago when they said the QE1, QE2, and so on. Yes, at that time they printed a lot of money.
Yeah.
But now they are buying back all those also.
Yeah, they call
they
the
reduce I don't know what.
I think they stopped printing, not buying yet.
Sorry?
They stopped printing.
Yeah,
They
no,
stop-
they actually
they call it. There's a word they call like they suck all the money back.
Yeah.
But Europe still printing though.
What is that called? I can't
Everyone
remember.
print because if there's no demand, you leave the money there, then the bank will try to get rid of it. They hold the money, no use. So they get rid, and then the value keep dropping. So you got to buy back.
Correct.
And then you get rid of it. Because when you print money, you print out of thin air. No, nothing. You just want how much you want, you just print. Then too much you sub back. So at least you try to control the supply and demand. So Singapore also doing the same thing. Everybody in this world is doing the same thing. So and money will depreciate because there's interest. Okay, so there's the money will keep depreciating. The whole world, everything will keep depreciating. But shares can increase because they make profit, they turn around, they have asset. You see, a business have asset. Like a bank, they have properties, they have all these many things are they have asset. So asset don't depreciate, and then the value is there. The business grow. So you are in a way hedged against inflation. Okay, and then there are many things here. Okay, even here what he recommend also you can say, he say invest in stocks or REITs. REITs are real estate property, but REITs I cannot recommend REITs, but I'm not an expert. But REITs are normally they are highly geared. They borrow money to buy properties.
Not necessarily.
A lot lah, a lot.
Yeah, you cannot go. Yeah, cannot go. You know, yeah. They very strict rule on that.
Correct, but some
annual month, you still have
95
95% of your earnings.
of the earning.
Dividend.
Yeah.
correct. But if they borrow money to buy properties, then when the interest rate go up, and then you find that your REITs share keep going down.
Correct, this is correct. Because they borrow 45%. They've been making money for the last 10 to over years because the interest rate is 1 and 2%.
Interest rate very low. That's why you borrow money and then you make 2%.
Borrow bank 1%. So if the interest rate, let's say, go to 5%,
They'll
all the calculations go haywire.
lose money. Because if because property rental, you can get maybe good one 4%.
No, more than that.
No. UK, there are extreme case. Some property can make 5%. Some of my property I make 6%, but some property I only make 2%.
I tell you,
So it's
those
so lousy.
those REITs are actually running on shopping mall and so on. They are not talking just about the money rental they collect. On top of it, they actually levy on the turnover of every guy that actually renting.
Correct.
So if you have to sign a contract with let's say Capital Mall or Maple Tree or wherever it is, and then my money my monthly rental may be 10,000 or 100,000, but then if my profit is actually also another 100,000, that means they will levy 2% of whatever intake you got.
So if the property has a high rental return, then the valuation will be higher. So when you buy to this rate, you got to pay a higher price. Okay, and then they will give you dividend.
Yes,
Okay,
that's of
the
course.
price that you pay is already adjusted by the market for the return. Okay, if it's a hotel rate, then the hotel return based on the number of customers, based on number of guests, the return is so much, they'll get so much. The shopping center return, they already calculated, and then there is a valuation. So when you buy this rate, you are buying into this value. Okay, it's already market adjusted, and you get a return. The only thing that's not market adjusted is the future interest rate. So a lot of this, they will borrow money because you won't know what's the future interest rate. Okay, what is it? You don't agree.
Everything are actually variable. You cannot say that only the interest rate are variable.
No.
Your business will go up, will go down.
Correct,
so your
correct.
rental
Business
will also
go up or go down
Wait.
is
So
already
your
the current
so-called
price.
business turnover also go up.
Correct.
That means all this will be. So that is the reason that when you run the REITs as a sort of a landlord, you actually have to break down your so-called loan that actually your gearing with different bank with different expiring renewal and so on.
We understand.
To actually
Correct. Okay.
cancel
Then
it out.
we cut short. If you buy a REIT now, the value is already market adjusted for the profitability of this rate. If a shopping
Certainly.
center, okay, they get this
Certainly.
amount. Next year, there may be an oversupply of shopping center, or everybody go online, nobody shop, the shopping center start to close and close, the rental drop. That one will be adjusted in the future. But right now, the only thing that is profitable is they collect the rental, pay off the interest, that is the profit.
Yes.
Okay? And if the interest rate go up and your rental is the same, you will still lose. So rate is very risky. So I don't think you should put your money in rate. Your retirement money, you may want to put in rate, but I think it's a bit risky because the interest rate is very problematic now. Anything can change, especially US dollar.
That is the reason that those rates are actually in the very sort of secure country. Normally people unit holder will go and buy it. The retail investor will go and buy it. Yeah. On the other hand, in general, the property value is all the time adjusting higher. It appreciates in value, despite that there will be inflation and so on. Yeah. And that again depends on the stability of the government and the country general kind of situation. Are there a lot of strike? Are there a lot of riot and then
Correct, but
killing and
all
so
these
on?
are already adjusted by
Yes.
the market, so you don't need to worry one. So when you buy something,
Of course, these
you
are
buy
all
at this
calculated
point.
by those people who are actually running all the different business. And true enough, that is why if you look into all the so-called dividend you can get it back from your share, it's actually more or less slightly better than the interest rate only. Except that Singapore is very unique kind of situation. Our interest rate is so low, and Japan is even going to minus negative interest rate. Yeah, at one time. So the reason is because the whole environment is so stable, so a lot of money actually hot money flowing into the country, and there are more money than the bank can lend it out. That is why the interest rate becomes so miserable. If you go to let's say Indonesia, you go to Vietnam, or you go to Thailand, they are talking about at least 20% interest, per annum. To borrow money to do business.
When the country interest rate goes up too high, it means that there's a oversupply, no demand. That's why they increase the interest rate to attract people to buy the currency, to put into their savings. So those with high interest rate, better don't touch those currency. It may depreciate very fast.
Of course.
So
Because the
interest
20% is actually already cater for the 10% so-called depreciation of the currency.
Yeah, your interest at 20%, it may depreciate more than 20% 1 year later. Okay, basically there are a few ways for you to invest in your, to put some investment so that you can create more money out of your retirement fund. Okay, you either invest in shares, in stocks, or in rates. Okay, for each has their own risk. Okay, or you can just put in the bank. That's it. Okay, so bank has the least interest. Or you can invest in my business. No, like just joking only. My business don't earn money. Okay, or you can buy endowment plan. Endowment plan is a bit too late for people like us. It means like 20 years all this thing to break even.
Cheng, I can share with us about bonds.
Bonds,
Because we didn't mention using stocks or this or bonds.
yeah lah, all these are bonds.
Can you share with us?
Bond.
Any bonds are Singapore bond or other?
Bond you can also buy bonds.
But
But-
there is a so-called Singapore saving bond. The SSC is actually, they work it out. I think this is a guaranteed bond.
Yeah,
In other words,
but the Singapore bond, they pay you less about 2% like that.
Depends on your entry point.
Yeah, so
But every year they
you
will
change.
adjust
Once you change, go high, then you put in. So once if you buy at the low, and then when you go high, you withdraw and then put back in.
If
Yeah.
you do it too often, you don't get it.
No,
also.
you can.
Because every year the interest rate is going up, you see.
So
So
if
the
you-
longer you keep it, the better it is.
It
So
depends It depends. If you can always take out and put back and pay at a higher loan. So hopefully the next year you go higher.
If you want to do that, you might as well go and buy share.
No lah, they give you the interest ma. They give you the interest.
Yeah, I think it's different price.
But you pay at higher loan ma. Yeah. So Singapore, but when you want to buy bond, this is Singapore bond, maybe it's safe. Okay, because Singapore, the government guarantee you. If you buy bonds like from a company, especially a property company, be very careful.
Any company.
Or high flux, this type of company. You be very careful because when the company can give you bond, they may be in trouble getting funding. So it can be a risky one. Okay?
That's why it depends on the borrower. What are they going to do with your money? If you go and buy a bond, then they go and pay the debt.
Correct.
Then
So
you are in
there
trouble.
are few bonds that some people think that is safe, like Temasek bond. It's like they feel safe, but others like some people buy bond like high flux kena burn one. So normally for bonds, all these when you are young, okay. If you lose the money, it's fine. Okay, so you are young, you can afford. But if you are old retirement, you need this money for the next 10 years to buy rice to eat. Then you better don't put bond. Okay, because if you lose the money, then you got nothing to eat already. You eat grass already. Okay, so investment is for actually a long-term plan. Okay, of course you can plan for short term not so long also can. So you got to think about it lah. Okay, the last one here it says Singaporean and PR can contribute 15,300 a year into account and the funds as well as investment, so they are eligible for tax relief. Okay, if you withdraw the funds before the retirement age. Okay, this tax relief, if you enjoy tax relief, means you are quite well off already. Means you earn a lot of money already. So for this group of people, actually we are not very worried. Okay, so if you are not the group that earn a lot of money, then it doesn't apply. Okay, this one you cannot see clearly is supplementary retirement scheme. Okay, it's called SRS. Okay, this one SRS. This one you can get tax relief. You can get tax relief. But when you get older, the idea is when you get older, your income will reduce, so you pay less tax. But for those who get older and the income get more, end up you pay more tax. Okay, but this tax relief is a small amount for some people, so it doesn't matter. The main thing is the interest rate. You put in, you go for high interest rate for your retirement. Then you don't want the risk. You don't want to think, whether this risk, that risk, you don't care. But the things that all these are considered like cash deposit, and cash depreciate. So whatever interest you earn, you minus the inflation. That's it. So here, okay, it says how you prepare yourself for good retirement. Okay, so you go. Okay, 80% will take some kind of action to recover their standard of living. okay, standard of living is something that you want to aspire to achieve. Okay, the insurance salesperson will always tell you, you must buy more insurance so that when you die, your children will get the same standard of living. I told them it's all bullshit. When I die, the children's standard of living will definitely be different. How can be the same? Do you even bother to keep it the same? And the funny thing is, they forgot to tell you that as the children grow older and they start to work, you got more income already. The whole household income will increase. But your insurance is always that amount, stuck there already. So, I personally, I don't quite fancy insurance. But for some of you, you may be interested. So, money drop, but you see, they always ask you to buy more, so that when you die, your children will, they say now, okay, how much you earn now? Okay, 5,000. Okay, you must buy so that when you die, your children get 5,000 a month. We heck care. When we die, the children get less, then they suffer. No, the father is important. Otherwise, when you die, they clap hands. Oh, father died already. I got 5,000 every month. See, so you buy insurance. You say you buy $1 million so that when you die, your children don't need to worry. The children will tell the teacher, I don't need to work because if my father died, I will be a millionaire. I will be richer than you. What for I do my homework? They just every day just hope the father died.
We got such insurance. They only give you the insured sum only one lump sum.
Yeah lah. Yeah, then my friend who sold me insurance, she said she bought 10 million insured. If she die, they'll get 10 million. So the children will be well taken care of. I said, wow, like that you die, your children all clap hand. 10 million each, 10 million for the children. What say? If my parents, my mother or what, get 10 million insured, we every day hope they die faster. Where got such thing? What for buy so much insurance?
But now he has a lot of premium.
Nothing.
No, where your funeral parlor, Then he said, I'm so sorry to you. Oh, lucky guy today. Or else, CPF gone, all the things gone. Lucky guy. Lucky guy today.
Friday prayer, let's start Friday go again.
No, the insurance will always oversell you. Oversell what you require. They portray something that you are very guilty of if you die and you don't provide the same standard of living for your children. They make you feel very guilty. But I don't buy this way of sales. Anyway, it's just for the discussion thing. Because my friend keep pestering, I bought Prudential, 1 year 1,000. AIA also 1 year 1,000. So that's all. Endowment very little. The payout like 75,000 and 50,000, and then they got all these interest that keep growing. Useless one, all this useless. You buy one property, one HDB flat, you die, wow, $500,000 already. Any HDB flat you buy, last time one HDB flat only 147,000, and then
6,000.
No, 35,000.
Your standard is, but you are young people, different. My time is different from your time. My mother bought a 3-room HDB flat, 12,500 only, at Bendemeer Road. The same 3-room flat you can buy at Ang Mo Kio Hub in 1972 is only 8,000. So you buy a HDB flat, also you buy insurance.
So Lee Kuan Yew was right.
Yeah. Then now the price so high. 20 years ago, a condo is worth half the price today. 20 years later, the condo is probably worth twice the price today. So your money is only worth half as much 20 years later. Roughly, not exactly. That's called inflation. every year the chicken rice will go up 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent, and then you find 20 years later, the chicken rice $3 will become $6. Okay, the chicken rice 20 years ago is not $3, it's maybe $1, and now it's $3.
Cheng,
Yes.
whatever you say on the property appreciations or increase, that only happens in Singapore. Very few
no.
countries.
Many countries are like that.
Wait. Those countries that with capital gains, you go to Australia, buy a apartment, $1 million,
Now drop
$20.
40%. Now drop 40%. Australian property as much as 40% discount.
and not only that, if your $1 million after 10 years or 20 years, it go into $2 million.
Okay,
That means
we got to clarify.
wait. Then your capital gains is 1 million, and they tax 40% out of it. I'm telling you.
Correct. You see, we got to clarify. Most property appreciation.
That is the reason in
happen-
Singapore we don't have capital gains.
No.
These people go and keep a lot of property, and since every round of the land tenure, they will keep a sort of reserve sum. The reason is it costs money for the government to build all the infrastructure.
Okay.
And for that reason, every piece of land it will actually appreciate because the government actually put down all the cable, the gas pipe, the waste sewage pipe, and so on and so forth.
Okay, for retirement, okay, investment in property for retirement has to be done when you are younger and you are earning money and you have plenty of money. Okay, it's not for people who already in the retirement age to invest in property because it is a hard asset. When you need the money for operation, for something, it's stuck there. You cannot say I sell one room and then no buyer, then how? So property has to be done when you are younger. You are not likely to need this money. You can invest long term and you collect the rental to 养老. Okay. Okay, and when you buy property, you buy in a city. Okay, in Singapore, everywhere is a city. It's okay. If you buy in Malaysia, you buy not in a city, no tenant. Even in China, Shenzhen, Shanghai, all these cities grow and there's a limited space within the city. So as the city grows bigger and bigger, of course, the main thing is in the center of the city where all the business activities are there, the demand is there, the price go up. It's the same everywhere. If you buy somewhere in Malacca, 20 years later the price is still the same. Okay, the thing doesn't appreciate much because if you buy in Pontian, you go there, they tell you 30 years ago it's like that. The same building is there 30 years later. It doesn't change because there's no demand. The young one leave the place to work in the city and the old people stay there. So this property investment is another topic. It's very difficult to explain investment for retirement now. As for retirement, property is a very bad investment now at our age. Okay, unless you really have plenty, so it's okay. Okay, so out of these people who plan for retirement, 34% go back to work. Okay, then 32% rent out spare room. That is a very good way to get income. But some people just don't like, okay, a foreigner, a stranger to stay in the house. And then 28% into saving. Of course, you must have saving lah. Then otherwise how to dig inside. And then the fine thing is, out of all these, none of them depend on the children. So children, you have to tax them when they are young. You tell them, okay, pay this amount to your parents for whatever reason. Say, so 7% start a business. Too old to start a business unless you have spare cash. Okay? Then 13% self-possession. what possession you have. If you need to sell possession, means you already very poor already. The only possession you have is your wife. No value. You sell no value. You keep still got value. She can do housework for you. Oh, keep you company. You go and you can sit watch TV. Okay, diversify. We don't know lah. Whether if you have a lot of money, you can diversify. You don't have a lot, how to diversify? Okay, you can sell or lease equity from your home. This one HDB also has a scheme where they buy back scheme. So you can sell part of your lease to HDB, so that when no, not you die. So that the HDB will give you a certain sum of money every month. Lease back. But you have to be careful lah. Because the way they calculate the money they give you is a loan they loan to you. Count interest on. So you may be better off selling off the property and rent it. Because you sell for you get your cash and your cash earn interest. Whereas you cash back, you borrow money from HDB, you pay interest. That's the difference.
But at least guarantee that you have a roof.
Yeah, you rent also you can get a room. A roof. Why you got money you scared no roof? It's that when you got no money then you got no roof. Your money everything can. Okay, so any question and answer? Go ahead and answer you.
What is the last few sentences?
Last few sentences. Here.
Here.
Apart from their own means, 54% of the respondents also expected their children to support them during retirement. But researchers found that only 36% of retirees were getting financial support from their children. This 36% includes Lombok. I also one of the 36%. My daughter give me money. It's not lucky. No, luck doesn't exist. It's training. Now it's young, blur, you can force them. Hey, must. Then you say, okay lor. Then after a while become happy already. It's used to it. Just like every day if you buy beer, you drink beer, you find that the beer is cheap. Because you are used to pay this amount of money for beer. Every day, every week you go karaoke, you will find karaoke is cheap. Here karaoke is also cheap. So it's just getting used of it. Okay. Then it is equally more important to involve yourself in some active lifestyle activities, such as practicing Qigong, karaoke, yoga, gardening, dancing, or community service. All these are his opinion, Chee opinion. And join SMS to learn more about computer. This is SMS. This one is Chee Seng's opinion. Okay. So, but all this is not retirement planning. This is activities that you can get when you retire. Not retire, nothing to do. Okay. We also need a speaker. So all those who are retiring, maybe you can think of a topic and come and talk. Okay, any question? Okay, this one, go ahead, we'll answer.
This CPF Life, CPF Life, I understand 20% of the fund from the CPF will go to the central pool.
Where got central pool?
That you cannot take that one.
Central pool.
Like buy
10%.
20%.
Central pool.
what's the central pool for what?
You knock off, you cannot take this amount.
But they will pay you monthly after a certain age.
Yes, retirement age.
They will pay you back.
No, after
That one is.
No, they will draw every month.
Oh, it's like insurance lah.
It's a common pool.
Yeah lah.
Yeah, yeah.
So after 95, your family account is zero. So
You mentioned you need to do this one, take 10%.
which is the 10% you use to pay your
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions, don't ask your friend, ask Graham. Don't ask among yourself. Hey, you all ask question hello, you all ask question among yourself must respect Graham Ask question, ask Graham. Don't talk among yourself.
This is discussion or asking.
Okay, discuss here. Okay.
So what's he asking 21 answer?
No, of course
the
the government is not giving money to fund the CPF. So all CPF members will contribute. Those who die early will get some money back. Excess will be stay in the pool for those who die later. That's all lah. So they break even no. It's just like insurance I collect from everybody here. Whoever, each one pay 1,000 a year. Okay, so I have how many? 20,000 a year. Then anybody go hospital, we pay. But 1 year, 20,000 here. If more, then cannot afford already. Each one get half. Insurance, if there are more, then next year everybody pay 2,000. Like that, insurance must like that. And then the excess must cover the rental of the building, the aircon, the salary of all the stuff, plus the fat pay of the insurance CEO. Okay, and the excess earning go to government as tax. So when you buy insurance, your insurance is like a pool. The same. If you save money, you one person you cannot save 100,000, but you go hospital you need 100,000. So what you get from the pool? But when you get somebody lost, it's the same. So we collect 1,000 from each person, 20,000. After 5 years, we have 100,000. If one person go hospital, spend 100,000, that's it. The pool is empty already. That is called insurance. Something like that. In Chinese, they call 假等保底.
Then another person need to pay more money.
No more money. But insurance is very big. It won't expend all the money. So you find that now my expenditure is more, just like car insurance. I'm paying out more because more claims. Then I increase premium more. The next year I increase premium, so I will earn back again, earn more. So they will not lose money.
No, if they lose money, the next generation will pay for it.
Oh no, that is not insurance.
No.
Insurance already calculated already. If they are losing money, the next premium, it can be next month the premium will be higher.
The next generation to join the CPF will
Pay more, pay higher and higher. That's why insurance, I don't quite like the scheme.
No, but at least this one there's no profit in there.
Profit, insurance company make a lot of profit.
Yeah, later if your profit, you guess the Obamacare, collapse lah. Because of profit.
Sure profit one. Somebody say our insurance they make how many billion? I also forgot the figure already. Because nobody claim then they make a lot of money If they insurance losing, they find that they are losing money. They haven't lose money, but they can project that they are losing money. They will increase the premium. That's all. Then, if they are making money, they keep quiet because people accept the premium.
No, but the CPF line is fixed already. All the premium is fixed already.
Yeah, but the future generation, they will increase the premium. They give less payout. That's all.
They lose money each generation, will recover from the next generation now.
I don't think so.
No, they calculate in advance already.
But everyone insurance.
CPF line also.
You buy an insurance, they take the money they use. The new insurance fellow who join the group, the next one will pay the next one.
No, this one certain country they have this pension scheme. So they will spend the money first, and then hoping that the next taxpayer will pay for the next generation, and then they will slowly run into a deficit.
Like in the case of this, they pay the pension, and then after paying the pension, the next generation now no tax to pay the current generation. Finish.
Yeah, certain countries I read is they collect money to pay the pension, and then when the birth rate gets lower and lower, they got not enough worker to collect tax, and then to pay for the pension of the next generation. Sell.
Yeah.
This is called hand to mouth.
Actually,
The pension is paid from tax money.
whether it is a
Yeah,
pension
so
fund,
it is not the scheme cock up lah. Yeah. Okay, this one cock up. Another question from Beng.
if you want to talk about
Okay, what?
if you want to talk about insurance scheme or pension fund, basically these are institutions.
Okay. We shall end the talk already. Okay, thank you everybody. Okay. Any questions? Anything? Yeah, we can discuss already.